Hello, beautiful souls. We're so happy to have you with us today as we dive deeper into life, pranic living. And I have lots of questions for Kasia, but today I'm just going to start with one. The question that's alive and on my heart this morning is how to meet stressful situations from my limitless self as opposed to from my limited self. And what brings that about, this question about, is that I have a mother with lots of health conditions who's been going through a lot of challenges. And sometimes I'm able to stay grounded, but of late, I feel very stressed out. I feel worried. Um, and that doesn't feel helpful to me physically, and it doesn't feel helpful to her as well. And so I'd love some guidance, some way to stay tuned in to my limitless self, to stay in my lane and in possibility instead of fear and the worst possible outcome, honestly.
Yeah. So hello, Alva, and hello, everyone. So thank you for sharing your experience and asking the question. And I feel um, it will be also helpful to um, more people. So how do we meet stressful situations, and why do they appear stressful in a particular moment, in a particular situation, really? So let me respond first with also a question.
Okay.
Can awareness, like, would you agree, like, can we agree that the pure awareness that we all are can at any situations be stressed, feel stressed?
No. And I don't say that just because you asked me that. I literally mean, as I spend a minute taking in the question, it's not only me, it's my mom. It's everything. So it's not stressed out.
Yeah. So who is experiencing that stressful situation? Who is feeling in that situation that it is stressful? If it's not awareness, who is experiencing that?
The conditioned mind, the limited mind, limited view, limited perspective. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So if the awareness can never be stressed, because it can't, it's always at peace, because that's what awareness is. That's the nature, that's our pure nature. There's always peace, happiness, love, light. We are always complete. There is never lacking anything. So it's only the limited mind, and it's based on the conditioning, what we perhaps experienced in the past, and it's so ingrained deeply that it's just coming back. And in those situations, what the mind, what the conditioning is creating through the lenses of the conditioning, is it feels like if the awareness was not there. But would you be even aware that this situation is stressful if the awareness was not present? How would you know that situation was stressful.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting you bring that to mind because if I was my grandchildren, they wouldn't have any context of it being stressful. I'm just imagining if you were saying this to my oldest grandchild, he'd probably just go, "Oh, what's that?" Like, because he doesn't have any context for it. He doesn't have that conditioning yet. So yeah, there would be nothing stressful, and and it feels more like a reaction than a response, like instead of like,
It
huh,
is, yes, absolutely. That's really in very important point. It's just the reaction. So,
yeah,
Alva, if I may suggest,
mm-hmm,
and this is what's coming to me right now. Let's put this into experience. What you've just experienced with your mom.
okay,
Let's put this. Let's check this.
okay,
So that particular situation that made you feel stressed, at that moment,
mm-hmm.
like what would your awareness, how your awareness feels really in that moment, in that situation?
In this situation, looking through the lens right now of awareness and no conditioned reaction, there's no problem. There's phone calls to make. So she just got home from a facility and there's a big mold problem in her apartment. And she has breathing issues in addition to heart issues, if you will. And so, this moment right now, having just talked to you, there are just phone calls to make. I don't feel fear. I don't feel I haven't killed her, like feeling like the mold's going to kill her. I just feel like, oh, I need to call her and say, Mom, how can I support you? What can I do to help? That's what I feel right this moment.
Yeah, exactly. So what we may call as stressful situations, they are just situations that need solutions, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is there
Yeah.
anything more than that? No matter what situation it is, it just needs a solution. And what can we do in any particular situation? We find the best available solution that is just available to us at that present situation, isn't it? Is there anything more than that we can do?
No, the worrying doesn't help. The no.
So where does the worrying coming from? Let's explore this now.
Well, the worrying was leaving the present. Like, so the story would be I only have one parent left. Her health isn't in the best shape. It's tenuous, right? And oh my God, she just got out of the hospital. Now I'm going to lose her to black mold. So it's fear and
Yeah,
completely out of the present moment. And also fear that her until they get this fixed, she's breathing this in and it's going to create another problem. So yeah, fear of imaginary fear, and also fear of loss. If
yeah,
even there is such a thing as loss, like it's not even my life, it's her life. Like, you
yeah,
know,
absolutely.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. So let's let's find the best solution that is available now.
Okay.
Is there anyone else that could potentially participate in finding the solution, or is it just you?
I'm an only child.
Hmm.
So right now, that would be me. That
All
would
right.
be me. But however, what comes to mind is first to have a conversation with her, then the apartment complex if she wants me to. And then the third thing is, um, again, this might be a conditioned response. They're not the most attentive people because they knew about this before we got to this point. What would be the organization that they have to answer to help speed up the process of getting this taken care of well? Still, all of those things and just saying them to you right now it feels very clear, kind of like a roadmap as opposed to the way I was feeling before. Like I can even feel my stomach kind of relaxing because it's been churning since that I've been kind of eating stress, is
Yes.
how I would describe it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what happens when we experience those situations that suddenly, particularly this kind of fear that we may lose someone, particularly someone close to us, like in your situation, your mom,
Hmm.
and you are the only child. So, this can bring this imaginary situation that the fear covers almost the awareness, and it feels like the awareness is not present.
Yes.
So of course, with those strong feelings, it can appear like this, and then we may, when we allow this to happen, it may create what we may see, basically, that we are completely lost
Yes.
in
Yes.
that situation. So that
Yes. It did
stress
feel like
the stress feels like it's just
it
on
felt
the
so big. I couldn't do anything. My stomach was upset. I couldn't sleep. Yeah, it was very big. It was very big until it wasn't.
So what we just literally did, the way you experience that, this is something that it's available to us in every situation. It doesn't matter what life situation we experience. It's literally stop and ask the question, what is the best available solution to that situation? Because there
Yeah.
are no stressful situations, there are just situations that need solutions. We call them, the mind sees them as stressful. They call them, the mind seem to create them through the lenses of the conditioning and the past experiences,
Yeah, it
or
makes drama.
the memory of past experiences as
It makes it a drama. Like
something.
just before you said that, what came to me is something I heard a long time ago. Events are neutral until we make up a story about them. So really, it's just information. It was just information. This is what's going on with your mother. Without the story that it's stressful or scary, it's like, okay, what needs to be done here? What can I do? How can I
Totally.
help?
Totally.
Yeah, yeah, that feels
And
so better.
there can be situations when we need to ask a question, can I even do something about that? Because
Yeah,
sometimes something happens, I don't know, somewhere in the world, like, I don't know, there's an earthquake, and people can feel stressed because there is an earthquake somewhere on another continent. But can I actually do something in that situation? If not, if I'm not able to respond to that situation, because this is the ability to respond. That's really what responsibility is.
yeah, to
The
respond with
ability
ability.
to
Right.
respond. sometimes we can do something, we can take some action to respond. Like in your situation, you can definitely do that. In certain situations, we can perhaps only send, uh, you know,
Money.
light, blessings to someone. That's something we can always do, even if the distance is just far. That's something
It's
we can
really
do.
powerful that you share that because there's those fires that just happened in Hawaii in the world, and there's just a lot of information uh, right now that could seem stressful and whatever in the world. And like you said, we could send love, we can send light, we can send blessings, we could send money. I don't know, maybe somebody might want to get up and move and go volunteer to help those people. But like you
Absolutely.
said, we can't respond from ability if we're caught up in the in the reactionary drama.
Absolutely. When we allow this stress to overwhelm us, are we actually able to respond? No,
Not
that's
I
action.
wasn't. No, no, never. Mm-mm. No,
So
because
this
it
is
actually contributes to the drama instead of the solution. It contributes to the problem.
absolutely. We even make it even bigger and we expand this.
Yes, 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 yeah. Whew, that was good.
So how does it feel now? How do you feel now about the situation that you've shared?
I feel like if there's any contribution for me to make, it would be coming from a supportive place. I feel like the first thing I want to do is ask her if she even wants my help, so I'm not intruding into her situation because she's also a very private person, so she might not even want my help. And the thing that you said too, before I even do that, I can ground myself and then I can send love and blessings. Want me to take my shoes off? Sure, I'll help you take the shoes off. uh, Hi
Hello, hello, beauty.
there. So yeah, so it feels light years different.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Are you locked out, Papa? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for that. Thank thank you for that. And I know that, we're just about out of time, but I just want to say that's really huge, not just about what I'm going through with my mom or what was I was, because I'm not going through that. But we can do that anywhere. We can do that if we're at work, if we're in traffic, if you get a flat tire, you know, just just to be able to stop for a minute and to go back to something you've been saying, inquire who's even having this experience, right? And then just like, yeah, like there's because when you're in the reaction there's a fighting against, or whereas right now it's a working with, and it's a and what can I do, how can I support, how can I show up, as opposed to like, it felt like something was happening to me and nothing was really happening to me. You know what I mean? I don't even live there. So I'm not the one with the mold thing,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
So it's aligning with the awareness. It's like
Mm,
bringing the awareness into focus so that we are never disconnected, because that can never be possible. But we bring that connection, let's say, again, so that we are aware that the awareness is present.
yeah.
That's really what it requires. So
Yeah.
we are not allowing this storm to hang just above our head like this rainy, dark cloud, but we take a step, we take some distance, and then we are able to respond instead of reacting.
Yes. Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you all for watching and listening. Moving forward, if it's okay with Kasia, I'll be using my everyday life experience, hopefully in a way that will be helpful to all of us to ask questions, how to, as she said, align with awareness, with our true nature, and move through life with that. And I'll just end on this one note because the first word that came to me, as I just said, move, it's a way of moving through life with ease. It doesn't mean things aren't going to happen as you say, but that just feels so much better because the last thing my mom needs is more stress. So if I approach her from a place of love, support, and ease, or
That's be
anywhere,
support. That's gonna be the support that she would really benefit from.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Thank you so much.
thank you. Ciao, ciao, everyone.